Yeah. Let me get away from the noise somewhat. So the pickup bed wasn't on center. So as a result, we had to take it back out and trim the excess off of the floorboards on both sides so we can move it around. Hold it a second. Keep the noise. Yeah, so we got to trim all that off of there, and we got to do the same on this side. So
that way we'll have a little more movement of the bed.
Yeah. Okay, let me shut the camera off and you can start making noise again. Okay, so we got to tip the other way. We got that bracket cut out so we can weld a patch in there. Here's what we cut out of there. This down here is going to be all wood from here down, so we don't have to patch all this. And it's going to have a wooden floor, so we don't have to patch these. But we do have to cut this down and remove the bracket on this side. Off. I'm trying to fit it over here. Yeah, let's see how that fits.
Still got to go more. It's got to come down more still though too, you know?
Yeah.
I was looking at that's what I thought I saw there, but it was getting closer.
Yeah, but yeah, we definitely gotta
come down a little more.
Just take some off of here, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe just a small sliver. We can always make back up for it. There's another point. What we're really looking to do is fill.
So there's the piece of trunk we cut off, and it fits in there almost perfectly. A little bit of Bondo, and no one can tell the difference. I think we're still going to have to bring this down to here.
Yeah, make something for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find something.
And then we got this small gap here to fill. Cap the end of that off. And I got the patterns made for these two pieces.
Yep.
So it won't be long. We'll be driving this thing to the car shows and filling the back of it with trophies. Or teenage girls. We can have Emma take all her friends in the back. Yeah, looking good.
Yep.
You got that square? Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, yeah,
close enough.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Especially because we're going to have to make our own tailgate, so if it's off by a bit, we can make the tailgate fit.
Yeah, we can make it so it fits, yeah.
Boy, that is nice.
Good.
Yep. Okay, now the other side.
Alrighty then. Yep.
Got a there. That's not going to even come close.
What's that?
I said that's probably not even going to come close since the other side didn't come close. But kind of looks like part of a Volkswagen fender, doesn't
I
it?
know, huh?
We could have cut up a perfectly good Volkswagen instead of this car.
You mean instead of the trunk? Somebody already started cutting the car up before we did, though.
Yeah. We're making it better, that's all. Yeah.
Instead of a convertible, it's going to be a truck.
Right. A roadster pickup.
There you go. How about?
Yeah, close enough. Bond don't never know the difference. I don't understand. It says auto exposure. Oh, I don't understand. It's not a time exposure. I don't know. I hope it's working okay.
Right.
Yeah, so now we're trying to strip off the paint. I got this one stripped down pretty good. I tried the sander on it, but it just didn't want to give. It seemed like the paint was made out of ceramic or something. So the next step was paint stripper, but I couldn't find the paint stripper. So I went with the next best theory, is scrape it all off with a razor blade. It's something I discovered when my 55 Chevy metal flake paint job started to go to hell. And it was all cracked and everything. And I took a razor blade and scraped the whole car down with a razor blade. And that's what I intend to do with this whole fender, or whatever it is, piece of a trunk lid. Kind of looks like a Volkswagen fender. I'm not off to a good start, am I? Normally it would make big strips. Oh, I think I know the problem. This razor blade was in here when I dug it out of the drawer, and I don't know how old it was then. I already did a whole fender with it, so I probably need a new razor blade. But this works if you get it just right. And that's the trick, is you got to come at it from different angles, because after a while, if you get a straight edge, it's harder to break through. So if you come at it from an angle, you can take a pretty good bite out of it. And you keep changing angles, and eventually this fender will look like that, or this trunk side will look like that trunk side. I keep thinking they're fenders, and I don't know why. Well, so much for that. I'm going to go get a new razor blade and try again. There. Yeah, the new razor blade works wonders. It's like, look at that. I'll have this stripped in no time. Anyways, you get the idea. I'm gonna save you the boredom of watching all that. Well, there they are. They're all stripped and ready for the next step in the operation, which is to grind some of this original paint off of the edges so it can be welded. So that's it for today. I gotta go drink some more beer. Okay, so the next step would be to get these ready for welding. So that's what this is. I use this to take off the extra paint, and doesn't leave the smoothest finish, but I'm gonna have to put some Bondo on this thing anyway when it gets to the point. So So I'm going to finish that one and the other one, and then work on the body of the car. Alright, so I got this sanded pretty much where it's going to be, and I got all this edge done. And I got both of those done. Yeah, here's the other one. I had to trim this one a little bit because it didn't fit all the way in up here. But I got that all stripped, ready to go. I stripped the paint off of there. But it's starting to rain. I don't know if you can see it on the windshield. Well, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe it's not going to rain. Anyway, I put the straps back on this thing, and since I have to re-weld it, I thought I'd pull it back up so it's even on both sides, and I got as close as I could here. But now it's time for MIG welding if it doesn't rain. We'll have to see. Yeah, so it started to rain. I was kind of feeling a drop here and there. Now I'm feeling them all over. So I guess I'm gonna have to weld that tomorrow. And that's all for today. There we go. So the next step, I guess, is to tack weld this thing into place, which I'm trying to do. Maybe a little more wire. Very even, but that's why they invented Bondo. Maybe too hot, I guess. Maybe if I turn it down in there. No, turn 3. Better leave it on 3. It's stuck again. There it is. In case you're wondering why I'm not wearing a welding mask, because I don't look at what I'm doing. I get everything lined up and then I just close my eyes and hope for the best. Doesn't always come out the best. There it is. Now. Okay, so now the problem is I can't reach the other side, so I gotta wait for somebody to show up and help me turn this rig around. Okay, so I moved the welder as far as I could on that cord, and I can just barely reach. So, trying to weld this side now. Let's put this down.
Yesterday I got the half the hood. Well, I got the firewall, the cowl, top end of the cowl stripped and treated, and then I got half the freaking hood stripped down. And oh my God, freaking still original paint under there. So of course it had freaking rust spots all through it, a few dents. Freaking, it's like great. So what I did, like
there. Yeah, Richard showed up with his MIG welder and it worked a lot better than mine. Look at that, isn't that nice? And,
first stages, yeah.
And he added a few welds to here too. And Isaiah did his job by holding down this corner of the truck.
Yes, hello.
So,
well, maybe this was twisted.
Where's my
That's why I
paycheck?
did that.
yeah, I think this has been, I think it's back here, it's in pretty rough shape too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be able to fix that or not. If we got to cut it out and weld in a new piece.
That
I don't know.
sounds lovely.
I think it'll be okay.
Well, I don't know if we want to beat that purple Buick.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We got to have a nice
I don't know though,
finish.
because Emma wants to beat the purple Buick now, and she's not doing much. So
She doesn't want to try too hard to beat that purple Buick.
she just wants to sit there and look pretty while we do all the work.
Well, she's not even doing a good job of that.
Wow!
What an obscene gesture from a little teenage girl.